I say hey, and you can get back on your phone, okay?
But I don't want to hear.
All right, man. We V live.
Yo.
We got the bro in the building. No limit, Lil G Slim.
Say
How
what's
you
up,
feel?
Say. I'm good. Say what's up.
You don't want to say what's up?
Mm-mm.
No. Oh man, we got No Limit G Slim in the building. He's been going so freaking hard, so we had to get him in. You also just dropped some fire more
Yes,
recently. Some fire, man. Came out of nowhere with that. I wasn't even expecting that, and we've been chopping it up for the past month. Going crazy, man. Let's start with No Limit Lil G Slim. How did this wave that you got?
So weird.
It came from my pops. His name was G Slim.
Okay.
I had just took the name after he passed away, just to still represent him and just show everybody who he is and show everybody who I am too.
Okay. And so now, I can tell you're really trying to work on your sound, making sure you perfect that a lot. Talk to me about this new sound that you just came with on this new track you did, Stop Lying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show that I'm versatile and just be like, show my aggression in music and just turn the streets up a little bit. Trying to get everybody dancing, get everybody moving around. Like, my little sisters like to dance. Trying to get them to, let me scoot up son. My little sisters like to dance. I'm trying to make some music that my sisters can dance to, family can dance to, homies can dance to, everything, You turn up.
Yeah. So, I can see that, you really got this real hot wave, before the music.
Look at this day.
Yeah. Before the music, you kind of got this hot wave, Is this something you just kind of wanted to turn into a rap career and then really take off? Or, was rap something you always wanted to do?
No, I just started rapping like 8 months ago. In the beginning, I was playing basketball. I took that real serious, but
you played a little ball?
Yeah, I was cold, man.
You were cold, really?
I'm gonna be the best rapper, the hoop, and this guy. I probably go to the league still.
You played some ball. Where'd you play, man?
I played in high school. Then I played at Paul Quinn College.
Okay.
Just for a little bit, cause I injured myself.
Oh man, what happened? I played some basketball myself, so that's why I'm really interested, man. I played at a Morgan Park High School.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was actually okay in my time.
Yeah,
and I had a terrible injury in my time as well, so that was kind of, hand in hand with that. Yeah.
I tore my meniscus.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, but God, yeah, that'll do it to you.
Yeah.
Dang, so you tore your meniscus, okay.
And then I had to find something else to do.
Okay.
So one day, one of my friends was like, man, you should start rapping. I was like, man, that's not for me. Then that night, I was like, man, I'm going to just try it. And then I wrote my first song. Then I just dropped it on SoundCloud. It was like a little small studio out there in my dorm room.
What was the first song?
It was called Got My Heart Broke.
Oh, wow.
Right. See, these girls be out here breaking your heart, man.
Meniscus, then the heartbreak. All right. So we jumped into G Slim a little awkwardly. Okay. So heartbreak. Okay, you recorded that in the dorm room.
And then I had tried to switch it up about
Sorry, but you got to take Kirsten for Jeffy.
You say what?
I think you're talking about the show. What is she even watching?
What's this?
The Jeffy and Jeffy. Jeffy curse a lot.
They curse a lot. You don't need to be watching that.
Yeah, yo.
I always do that.
But
Anyway.
what was he saying?
Heartbreak in the dorm room.
Oh, the heartbreak. And then after the heartbreak, I had lost my dad, so
Okay.
I went into some like pain music and tried to talk about more about that and like where I came from.
Okay.
Then after that, just start rapping about everything I do in life.
And then you just kind of wanted to take it serious from there.
Then I went to take it serious from there.
Nice.
Then I seen how many people was liking my music, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I want to do this now.
So you had actually like a pretty good wave,
Yeah.
coming from the jump.
Yeah.
And then you wanted to just kind of dive right into it.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So where is Lil G Slim from? Talk to the people about where G Slim's from.
Man, I grew up on the south side and I grew up on the east side.
Uh-huh.
On the south side, I grew up in the Robert Taylor's, and then I had moved over east to 78th and Phillips. And that's how I got my.
That's how it pretty much started. The
yeah,
No
that's
Limit
how it
wave.
all started. The No Limit and all that.
Yeah. So G Slim, you obviously just dropped that crazy track, "Stop Lying," that everybody's going crazy over right now. So is can we expect a project? Are we expecting more singles? What does G Slim
Yeah, I'm
have
gonna
coming in?
definitely get a lot of singles, but I think I'm gonna drop a project at the probably around December, and just I'm probably naming it after my pops, and just drop a lot of like versatile music on there, like the turn up music and some little singing like for the ladies type music, and just keep everybody in tune.
So what do you think your style's gonna be? Is it gonna be more drill, or is it gonna be more for the ladies? Because you get a lot of heat from the ladies on social media, man. So talk to me a little bit about that, man. Has that always been the case with G Slim?
Nah, these girls just started liking me, man. They just trying to come around, man. They just thirsty now.
Now they just.
I always stay with one girlfriend, but now I'm single, so it's like I just be having fun.
Yeah. Oh shit. Here we fucking go. Oh, sorry.
Think I need a girlfriend, say?
You had to go.
Oh no, never mind. Just watch the shit. You finna go crazy.
Oh wow. Yeah, well, if you guys think G Slim at home needs a girlfriend, make sure you guys put that in the comments.
Right. This my girlfriend right here. Are you my girlfriend?
Nope.
Oh man. So Stop Lying. Where did the motivation behind that track come from? Because you went ghost for a little while.
Yeah, right.
We didn't really hear too much from G Slim. Where did I don't know who's that? Is that me?
No, let me cut this down again.
Oh, I'm sorry. But where did the motivation behind that track come about?
I feel like a lot of people lie in their songs, and I tell the truth in my song. So when I said stop lying, I want everybody to like stop lying in your songs, man, or just stop lying in general. Like y'all lie too much. Yeah. Like y'all ain't really like that out.
So yeah, man, the Stop Lying track was going real hard, and you came with like a kind of a real aggressive flow in that track. Is that something like you're trying to get into that lane and trying to find your flow that way?
Yeah, I just want to show everybody too. I'm not like a pretty boy. I want to just be like on some.
Oh, is that the rap you're starting to get now? Is that?
I'm a pretty boy. All the girls want to talk to me off the other music
that's
I was
the
making.
thing, man. As light skins, we can't get our just fucking due with this shit, man. It's like, if you start doing your thing and you clean up nice, now we're pretty boys. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we got money and we do. It's just that we're trying to be pretty just because we're light skinned. I think that's the way to go. I'm all for it. I've definitely had my fair shares of pretty boy comments, so I totally understand. Any visuals gonna come for this track?
Yeah, I'm supposed to shoot a video to this weekend.
Okay.
Me and my homies probably just get turned, just have some drinks, just turn up and just
do
have
it.
some fun in the video.
Yeah, for sure. I had to be around for that motherfucker.
Yeah, you can slide.
Hell yeah, man. I'm trying to slide, man. So, we're on the session. So I got to get your take on that legalization coming January 1st, man. How do you think that shit's going to turn out?
I think it's going to be actually cool that we can all, like, be able to at least do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of people that smoke. I mean, I don't smoke like that. I'm a little bit. I smoke a little bit.
Right.
I don't really got no big take on it.
Do you do edibles at all?
Do I do edibles?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't mess with edibles. They sneak up on you too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just out the blue. Like, they like a little bomb or something like that. Like a little time bomb.
Yeah. You be waiting around, just chilling, and then crash.
Yeah, out the blue.
Out the
You'll
blue.
never know when it's gonna come.
Yeah. So anybody in the game right now, local or otherwise, that you could really see, your style really hitting off with on a collab?
Big time or like
anybody, big time, big or small? I mean,
I
I think
want to work with Young Thug. I love Young Thug, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day he sign me, man. I love Young Thug.
You want to sign it to YSL?
Yeah, that's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Polo G. Well, I ain't gonna mention people I can get a future with. I want to work with Juice WRLD.
Okay.
Meek Mill. Future. Like all the big artists.
Yeah, you really want to work. So who would you say is in your top 10 musically?
Top 10?
Well, not top 10. Let's keep it simple. Let's do top 5. right now in your rotation?
I don't really got a top 5. It's too many good rappers out
Yeah?
there. It's too. I listen to a lot of rappers. Like,
All right, you hopping in the whip, connect your Bluetooth for the aux, whatever. Who's your first go-to?
right now, Roddy Ricch. I like Roddy Ricch.
Really?
Yeah, I like Roddy Ricch a lot. Yeah.
Really? You're the first to come on and actually mention my boy Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually hard. He's a really great sound.
Yeah, he real different. I like him.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, his sound is definitely different. It's almost like R&B rap, but like I don't know, man. He puts shit together nice.
he
Like you know what I'm saying. You throw Roddy Ricch on your hook, that shit's going up.
Yeah,
like
it's gonna go up.
it's crazy. That's a good intro. So you like Thug? You like this new album that must have dropped in?
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I've been liking Thug for a long time. I just like what type of guy he is. He just cold. Like. I like what he do.
Mhm.
Like, he just.
So we know you got Stop Lying out. You say you want to get a project to work on coming out soon or near future. So what is really, when you sit down and think about No Limit Lil G Slim's career, and now that you're starting to take music seriously, what is realistically the next step for No Limit G Slim?
Right now, I think it's a lot. It's a couple labels trying to reach out to me,
Okay.
and that's big for me. So just trying to get to the next level and get those features like you were just talking about, like work with those artists, take care of my family, and just keep going, because now I'm falling in love with music, so it's going to be real fun, and just seeing everybody go crazy to my music and stuff, it's going to be dope to me. It's going to be like real dope.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then I'm going to do a lot of shows too. I got a lot of shows coming up in this next month in October.
Really, you got a lot of shows coming up?
I'm supposed to do some homecomings,
Okay.
Kenwood, Hirsch. So it's a couple schools. I got to look at the list.
Okay,
And then
so you're
I got
gonna
some
start
clubs.
locally with some of the schools and
Yeah.
clubs around.
Yeah.
You got some clubs hitting you as well.
Yeah, I was supposed to do I think Club O this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
It's gonna be my first show.
This gonna be your first show?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna have to be a big one, man. That's the first show. There's many more to come after that one. They usually say the first ones are the hardest ones, and
Yeah, I
then
think it's gonna be hard too. But
after
I'm gonna
that-
get to
yeah, fuck, man. You got, like I said, you kind of had the name already.
it. Yeah.
So now it was just kind of the anticipation behind it, and I think it's here. So I think it's pretty much right time. So talk to me about, No Limit G Slim. What was he like as a kid? I know you said you were a hooper. Were you a good kid in school? What was G
I
Slim
mean,
like?
I think I was like the average kid. Like, I never put myself into trouble.
Uh-huh.
But if trouble came for me, I handled my business. So, I just always made sure I was good everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Just stayed focused in school. I just did the right things. But like I said, if the bad stuff came, I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah. And you just had to kind of.
But I'm not that type of guy though. I'm just a chill person.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, people get that confused by the No Limit name all the time. You know what I'm saying? They're always like, oh, they're kind of crazy, and you guys are all chill. I've met a few of you guys.
Come off crazy then. So you gotta
You handle your business.
You gotta handle business.
Understood. Wow. Yeah, No Limit G Slim for you guys. Yeah. Just come correct, I guess. Realistically, man. So, while all of this stuff is coming crazy and, like your name is blowing, people are hearing your music, is it a big change for you? People may be more looking at you now from a fan perspective instead of kind of just, that's a little G Slim right over there. Like, just more now, like, that's G Slim, like,
Yeah.
next up.
I just had this conversation with my homie.
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, nobody looking at me like, people call me Mike before Lil G Slim, so it was like, not everybody not really calling me Mike no more. Everybody call me Lil G Slim, so everybody don't treat me like Mike no more. They treat me like Lil G Slim because I guess they see the potential with the music, and they like, and a lot of people just taking pictures in stores, like little stuff. It's fun though. I like it.
Is it weird for you though, man? Is it like
Yeah, it's
a
most
change?
definitely weird because it's a change, because I'm not used to attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when people sometimes when people come up to me and they say Lil G Slim, I'll be like, sometimes I'll be confused. I'll be like, who is that?
Right, like you don't even.
Yeah, I'll be
it's
like,
kind of
I'll be
not.
forgetting I rap sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
Wow.
But it's fun
Wow. Good problems to have, people.
though. Yeah.
Well,
I'm fresh into it, so you know how.
yeah. Well, it's gonna skyrocket. It's kind of been there.
Shout out my days.
Yeah. So we were talking off the air. You're a big Family Guy, man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You really big into being with your family and, you know, making sure you take care of your family? Is your family kind of some of your motivation with jumping into the game?
Yeah, I love my family. I really do it for them, just so we can have a better life, and I just want them to be happy. I don't want them to have no worries, especially my sisters. No, I don't want them to have to worry about nothing overall. Just have fun.
Yeah, man, family man, rapper, not a pretty boy, single, taking applications. Jesus Christ, man. You guys, this is star potential right here. Labels, blogs, internet worldwide. It's just star potential right here. So now for a project, do you want to try to just drop an album, an EP, or what are you thinking?
I'm going to just drop an EP, probably with like 6 songs.
Okay.
I'm going to do like the How I Did Stop Lying, like some street music, and then I'm going to do like I said, some songs for the ladies, and just, you know. And
see how it bursts, kind of just like a little test run?
Yeah, just to see which one they like more, and then once I find which one they like more, I'm going to just use that more.
And that's gonna be your angle, your guideline to take.
And then if one fall off, I know I can always go back to the other one.
Okay. So like, you know, since you've started rapping, I know you said you just started about 8 to 9 months ago or whatever it may be. But since then, even though you've kind of caught on a little fast, you know, compared to some rappers that we know work really, really hard on their craft, what's the biggest obstacle that Lil G Slim has, you know, come across in his rap career so far?
I think it's gonna be the show.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Why is that?
Because I never did nothing like it before. I never performed in front of nobody. I just always dropped music. I never really thought about what I'm gonna do if it actually take off.
Right.
So at first I was just doing it, and now it's actually happening. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you're really in the moment with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably practice in front of my little sister or something.
In front of the fam and see how the test run goes. Yeah. That should do it though. I mean, once you get on stage, you get to feeling your music. You know, you got the energy. You gotta have the people around you that you need on stage with you. You know, that should turn it into a party.
Yeah.
You rock that bitch. You know, it's just kind of how you gotta do it. You know, you gotta just really turn up. Messing up stuff. Jesus Christ. So aside from the music, man, what is something that No Limit Lil G Slim really wants to accomplish?
I want to show people that. Let me see what I can say. That's a lot of stuff I want to accomplish. My bad. I'm trying to see what's the main thing I want to say on here. Like, I want to show some of the kids that stuff not hard. Like, you don't have to do certain things out here. Like, you can. It's always a positive way to do stuff.
Right.
You don't always got to do it the negative way.
Right.
Like, I know it's a lot of kids out here without fathers, like family and all that stuff like that. I want to show them, like, you could do it. Whatever you go through, like, you could still fight through it and just win, basically.
So now to pick back on that, I was looking, you know, scrolling on the internet, and I came across you doing something for CPS teachers.
Right.
And it was involved with teaching them about, you know, kind of the way of the we think.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken. Talk to me a little bit about what you did for those CPS teachers.
Alright, so basically, I feel like teachers don't understand what we go through outside of 8 to 9, because you're with them from 8 to 3 o'clock.
Right.
So after that, it's like, what do we do? They don't understand what we do outside of that and what we go through. And like some kids losing, like I said, they losing their dad, or they losing family members, they losing friends, or even when they leave from summer break and come back to all that, teachers wondering why we so frustrated, or like why we not doing our work. It's because we got a lot of stuff on our mind, and they don't come to us and ask us like what's going on. Or I feel like teachers should, you know, involve themselves and ask, like, just not be there for a check, basically, and actually ask what's going on and just see how they can help and get you back on track, because a lot of people don't have love in their home. And if the teacher show them love, then they'll probably just do the work. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So that was really big time of you to really step up and you know, set that example. I mean, especially someone who's really actual voice from the streets, being the streets of Chicago at that. I mean, you are actually, you know, the voice from it. And so for you to turn around and to do that for the teachers so they can get a better understanding, because I'm a CPS product as well.
Right.
So, and that was one of the things I always felt a little outcast, because I came from a bunch of different schools. So I was, whether it was in the suburbs, the city, I was able to see a bunch of different, all white school versus all black schools.
Right.
So I was able to kind of see the difference, and the CPS teachers didn't really understand what my homies or my teammates were going through realistically.
Right.
They would judge very hard, and I would see that, but they really wouldn't know. Like, I knew kids that, had stuff in their bag that they didn't even supposed to have, but they had it for a reason. And the teachers really wouldn't understand why they would do that, why they didn't want to go to class, why they didn't want to show up to school. Well, some people, it was dangerous for them.
And I try, as going through the process, I learned basically, like, teachers not as far off from us. Like, they go through the same stuff we go through too, but they can't really show it. They, like, for example, I asked a teacher a question, and she wasn't even paying attention. So, we do that too. Like, I'd be like, damn, you wasn't even paying attention to me. That's some stuff we do. Or like how they asked where lunch was at. Like, because they stay a little bit longer over time. And I was like, damn, this is everything that we do. Y'all just like us.
Right.
So just, you know what I'm saying? Just.
Did you make that point to those teachers?
Yeah, I made that point too. I was like, look, like, y'all just like us. Like, you just gotta, man, it's hard to explain.
It's almost like teachers forget that, the kids are people at the end of the day.
Right.
And you're trying to get them to realize that we are still growing and developing people going through a bunch of bull.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that takes a big heart, man, for someone to really step outside of their lane, especially the lane that you're in, to really try to get teachers to understand, man. I had to, when I saw that, it was just something I was just like, wow, like, for someone to really take that step to do that, I haven't seen it. It's very rare to see someone from the streets himself go into an environment like that to try to make a change. And that's the biggest thing. We don't have a lot of people trying to make that change.
It's rappers on that's not trying to really do that. So I was like, man, I just want to touch on it because, man, stuff just got to be better out here. Just all, like, everybody just focus on money. I'm not just in it for the money. I want to, because I come from that type of stuff, and I just want them to see, like, what we go through.
Yeah.
Overall, it's gonna be
it doesn't have to be all that. Like you said earlier, there's always an alternative, more positive route to take. And like you say, the city just has to get a little better. Aside from all that, man, back into the music, because I'm really excited. I'm actually like a huge fan of a lot of the No Limit guys that are coming out. Like, there's a lot of you guys coming out with music right now. So I really want to stay focused in on your music and what you got going forward. Was it hard for you to really develop your image for No Limit G Slim, or was that something that just came natural for you?
I was a little bit known, but I wasn't as known as I am now. So it wasn't as hard because some people tell me I got the look for rapping. And as I drop music, I guess more people from different places just started to come, and they was like, oh, okay, he's nice looking, he dressed nice, and his music is, I think my music is great, but some people like, his music okay right now. Right. But I know it could be better. Right. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. So, that's kind of just your blueprint from it. Just, I guess you really just in a position. It's odd because a lot of rappers don't get that position, where it's kind of like you're held at a pedestal before you start rapping. So then once you say, hey, okay, I'm gonna start rapping, you drop a little bit, everyone gravitates towards it, and then they want more instantly. So
and then also, Herb gave me a shout out on Instagram. He had posted one of my first song actually, that I dropped a video to. And I think like 500,000 people seen it on his Instagram, so he got me a decent amount of fans too. So
word.
Some people trans over to me, and it was cool. I was like, shout out
her for that shit. For sure. Yeah, they ought to do it. But it's only growing though. It's not that it just you got that and then it just went stagnant. It's growing off of it, so it does show a real talent and a real opportunity and some prosperity there, so you just really got to take it serious, man, and keep going. So you were talking earlier about how the chicks are going crazy. You get any crazy DMs lately now that you're a rapper?
Oh yeah, I get all type of crazy stuff now.
Yeah. Really?
Some girls just be saying anything, man, like some stuff I never thought I'd hear. Like, you can say anything on the show?
Anything.
Maybe like, My little sister. Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, yeah, you probably shouldn't say that,
Man,
bro.
they just be saying all type of crazy stuff, man. If you get, you know what I'm on.
Yeah, we'll get it off the record. That's crazy. Oh man, the rapper lifestyle. So, what's the best thing you've liked about this whole process in total? Like, what's the biggest enjoyment of it?
Seeing the kids actually liking me, like they like everything I do. They just look at it as motivation. Like sometimes I'll pop up at my old elementary school a lot and check up on some young kids and make sure they doing their work. And me going and telling them that I actually finished school and not doing all this, it make them want to finish school. Like they see me in a nice car, they be like, "Oh, I want that car. I want the chain he got on. I want like the nice outfit." They'll be like, "If you do this, you could get this."
Right.
Just to motivate them.
So you're really taking a real role model standpoint into your city.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want to see nobody fall off. Like I was at a point in my life where I almost fell off, and I don't want that to happen to nobody else. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want nobody else to feel that.
Yeah. So is that something that you want to take with you throughout your career? Is maybe touching other schools throughout the nation, or is it just you really want to focus on Chicago and help really get Chicago right?
Now I think somewhere, everybody got a problem somewhere, especially with young kids.
Yeah.
And I want to be like a little voice for that because I don't feel like a lot of people touch on it, and just motivate them, just keep them, tell them they not by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's big time, man. A lot of us got to start relating to our younger kids and really stepping out, giving some mentorship, some guidance. Because, I mean, how did we ever learn if we didn't have OGs or people that did it before us to really tell us like, hey, don't do this. Those people that always say, if I knew then what I know now, and then to take someone to actually listen to it to really change the way our community is thinking, man. So No Limit G Slim, man, community man, rapper, activist at this point. I mean, you everything. Instagram model.
Yeah.
What is he? Damn, man, that's big time family, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. It's been a great time, and I really want you to really focus on your career, man. It's here, and it's only gonna get better going forward. So I appreciate you coming through, brother. Look forward to having you soon after we drop the project.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna do it, man. No Limit G Slim, man. It's Lil Zo.
Say bye, please. Say bye, please.
That.